Powered by Palmer's Roofing, J&S Auto Supply Bumper to Bumper, Fort Smith Therapy, Terry's Place.
Good Tuesday morning, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back, Southwest Arkansas weather here on this Tuesday on October the 8th. In today's video, we're going to talk about today's forecast, what's in store for the rest of your day here on this Tuesday, what's in store for the rest of this week and the next 6 days, and also talk about the wildfire outlook and burn bans. We do have an updated version of that, and also take a look at the tropics. What's going on down there in the tropics, and will we see anything out of that? I'm just going to say we're not going to see anything out of that, but it is still worth talking about because if we have family or friends in Florida, give them a heads up about what's coming, and we'll get to that here in just a moment. But starting off first with today's forecast, we're going to see, currently temperatures as of 9 or actually 8:30 a.m. here, or 8 a.m., are in the mid to upper 40s, lower 50s across the area. A nice cool morning, fall-like morning this morning. Some nice cool conditions there across the coverage area. Temperatures today, though, we're going to expect sunny and clear skies once again. Maybe a cloud or two, but for the most part, sunny and clear skies with that cooler air starting to really filter in. Still going to see dry conditions today, drier dew points, so less humid air. But forecasted highs are going to range from the upper 70s and into the lower 80s across the coverage area. Some areas may struggle to get out of the 70s today, but if they do, they're going to get into just the lower 80s today. So a nice cool day today. Overnight lows are going to range from the mid 40s to the lower 50s across the coverage area. And once again, expecting dry conditions, and that trend continues throughout the next 6 days. Pretty much sunny skies throughout this time frame, and the story stays the same. Dry conditions look likely through this current time frame and look likely throughout most of October. Now, there is some signs that maybe we may have a chance for some rain or anything, or just maybe there may be that chance as we get later into like the last half of October and beginning of November, but it's still early. There's still a lot of details that's got to be ironed out. Right now is just the signal phase, or look for the signs if data is showing leaning that direction, but we can't tell you for sure, hey, it's going to rain here or it's not until we get a little closer. Just know there could be a chance, but once again, we'll see what happens as we get closer with that. Now, taking a look at the rest of this forecast, temperatures are going to be in the lower 80s, lower to mid 80s throughout this rest of this week. And into this weekend, temperatures are going to start to increase back up into the upper 80s, maybe even a few lower 90s. But then a cold front moves through Monday, or really Sunday night into Monday, and drops temperatures back into the lower 80s and upper 70s. Overnight lows in the mid to upper 40s and lower 50s. That trend's going to really continue throughout this time frame. If you see here, overnight low is going to be in the mid 40s, upper 50s, or not upper 50s, mid 40s and lower 50s across this time frame. And that looks like to be the big trend here. Some cooler air, anyways, from what we've been seeing here recently. Now, this weekend's going to be a little on the warmer side, highs in the mid 80s to upper 80s, lower 90s could be possible, but for the most part, dry conditions look likely. Sunny and clear skies, maybe a cloud or two will be possible throughout this week. So real quickly, let's talk about Hurricane Milton. Currently, as of this morning, as of 8:45 this morning, this is still a strong Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 145 miles per hour. Movement is east-northeast at 12 miles an hour at this time. You can see the track here. It's going to go from, it's going to continue to be a major hurricane and make landfall near the Florida, or western Florida area sometime overnight, Wednesday into Thursday morning potentially, and go back off into the Atlantic there once again. So once again, we're seeing some significant changes in Hurricane Milton's structure overnight. Yesterday, the storm had a distinct pinhole eye. This was a really strong hurricane. It still is a really strong hurricane, but it was a historic hurricane in a way with the pressure drop that it had, and the strength of it at that time. But once again, it had a distinct pinhole eye, but that has since filled in. And earlier aircraft data has revealed a double eye wall structure. Now, more recent microwave imagery shows that there's just one larger eye wall, meaning that Milton is completing eye wall replacement cycle. These cycles are common in strong hurricanes, and they tend to cause fluctuations in the peak winds while expanding their overall wind field. According to aircraft data a few hours ago, Milton's current intensity is estimated. This was estimated at 155, but I think it was 145 maximum sustained winds is what they went with. And we expect more updates from NOAA and the Air Force hurricane hunters later this morning. Milton is gaining latitude here, and the storm is now moving to the northeast at around 12 miles per hour. A slight increase in forward speed is expected today as the hurricane interacts with a trough over the Gulf of Mexico and a ridge near the greater Antilles. This shift will direct Milton towards west central Florida, and the core of this storm is expected to arrive late Wednesday night. After crossing Florida, Milton will speed up as it moves into the Atlantic or over the Atlantic there as well. Now, once again, while Milton may experience fluctuations in its intensity, as it moves across the Gulf, it's going to encounter vertical wind shear, and this could weaken the storm slightly before landfall. However, there's high confidence that Milton will still be a very dangerous hurricane when it reaches Florida. After it passes, through, it's forecasted to weaken significantly and could even become an extra tropical by day 3 once it's over the Atlantic. Though Milton remains compact, its wind field is growing larger as it approaches Florida. The forecast shows that hurricane and tropical storm force winds will roughly double in size by landfall, so the impacts will be felt well beyond the forecast cone. We're talking about damaging winds, life-threatening storm surge, and heavy rain across a widespread area. That's something you got to remember with these hurricanes. It's not just the wind that can get you. It's the storm surge, heavy rainfall. There's a lot of other stuff that can do life-threatening damage as well. Once again, this is a very serious situation for Florida and its residents. Closely follow the instructions from your local emergency management officials. Milton has the potential to be one of the most destructive hurricanes to hit west central Florida in recent history. If you're in the warning area, please make sure you take complete your preparations today. Once again, make sure if you know anybody in that western central Florida area or in Florida, just give them a heads up. Make sure they know that this is coming and make sure they're prepared for this just in case we have anything that occurs out of that. Now, real quickly, after that, now let's talk a little bit about what we're seeing here locally again with the burn bans and the wildfire danger. Now, once again, this was updated as of 7:23 a.m. Yesterday, after I recorded the video and posted it, this updated a bunch, and it's going to keep doing that as we go throughout the day. So we're going to update this daily as we go forward here. Once again, wildfire danger and burn bans as of 7:23 a.m. Once again, the burn bans are issued by your county judges. The wildfire outlook is issued from the Arkansas Forestry Department. As you can see, we're seeing an increase in counties, and I know Miller County is also under a burn ban from what I've heard, but that is that'll be updated as we go throughout the day today. And actually, I bet you if we upload or see if we get any new updates real quickly. We don't have any new updates yet, but these red dash counties or checkerboard county areas here are the counties that are under a burn ban as of this being reported. And then you see this yellow and orange color areas here. If you look up here, this is the wildfire danger. Green is low, yellow is moderate, orange is high, and red is extreme. As you can see, all of southwest and pretty much all of western Arkansas is in that high wildfire danger. And I'm going to be honest with you, I fully expect this to continue to potentially increase as we move forward, because it's still looking like it's going to be dry. I fully expect the drought outlook to continue to worsen across the area. Now, once again, that's going to bring us to the end of today's video vlog. As always, make sure to stay weather aware and keep an eye on the weather, although it's going to be dry here for a good bit. Now, make sure to check us out over on Facebook and Instagram. We post a lot throughout the day over there. Make sure if you're watching these videos and you're not subscribed and you like what you see, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment and let us know where you're watching from. Now, as always, have a good rest of your Tuesday. See you guys back here tomorrow morning for another morning outlook, and as always, have a good rest of your day, and thank you guys very much for trusting us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather.